Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Get Growing with Gina. If you're new here, I'm Gina, and this channel is all about personal development, relationships, manifestation, mental health, and so much more. Today's video is a little bit different. I'm going to be reacting to some old videos that I have recorded during one of the most difficult times in my life, when I was going through a toxic relationship breakup with a narcissist. These videos are raw and unfiltered, and I have never posted them until now. My hope is that by sharing these, I can help someone out there who might be in a similar situation. Remember, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Stay tuned. So back then I was lost. Now we're gonna watch the second one. Let's see. In November, I just got out of a almost 2-year long relationship, right? So that being said, the relationship was really good in the beginning. It was great. It really was. Pretty much after a while, it's just like the mask started to come off. You can see in the first video that we just watched that I talked about how the relationship was so great. It was so great in the beginning, which is so common in toxic relationships. That's the love bombing phase. So pretty much everything just feels amazing. It's like you're high on life in a way. Let's see. I would see certain personality traits that were not so nice, I guess is the word. I didn't know that my ex was a narcissist, obviously, because they don't just come out and tell you that. He was a covert narcissist. First of all, I think it's hilarious. Do you see, compared to the first video, do you see how much my demeanor changed? I could see a light. This was February 2021. So this was just a few months after leaving. Narcissists are very vulnerable. They have a lot of self-esteem issues, but it's no different than a malignant narcissist. Yep. A malignant narcissist, grandiose. They think who they are. They think that literally they're better than everybody. All narcissists think they're better than everybody, right? It's just that the covert narcissists are a little bit better at hiding it. So the covert narcissists in the beginning, you know what? Both types of narcissists in the beginning. Love bomb, they gaslight. No, I lied. They love bomb in the beginning, and then as the relationship progresses, then the gaslighting starts. Okay, the reason I'm laughing, it's not funny. This is a serious topic. But the reason I'm laughing is because if you see in the first video, I didn't even really know anything about anything with narcissism or any, for toxic relationships. And then you can see just a few months later, I'm like a pro. I know what a covert narcissist is. I know what a malignant narcissist is. I know like every term. I did my research, I'll tell you, because when you're going through that, I'm sure anybody on here who is going through that can relate. You want to know what the hell is going on. What is wrong with this person? So I did a lot of research and I learned a lot during the first few months of my healing journey. And yeah, you could just hear it in this video. But I love it. It gives me a good feeling. Just the verbal abuse, the passive aggressiveness, if you've been through it, you know what I'm talking about. Pretty much they try to make you think that you're going crazy. They mess with your head. And yeah, you probably do end up going crazy, because I know I ended up going crazy a little bit, because you think you're losing your freaking mind. Look at that light. Look at those eyes. There's so much more light in those eyes than in the first video. Don't know what your reality is. That's the scary part, because they literally almost like they train you from the beginning, and it's like they know exactly what to say, and then once they know they got you hooked, that's when the abuse starts. Now the abuse can range anywhere from being cheated on, to being lied to verbal abuse, getting yelled at, but getting called crazy, getting called a bitch, getting called this, that, the other. Blase blah, right? So, yeah, it's not fun. It's not a fun situation to be in. And it's even worse when you're hooked, because if you don't know they're a narcissist, right? When you first meet the person, because they put on a very good show. They put on the mask, like I mentioned earlier. They put on the mask, and then slowly the mask starts to come off, little by little, as the days and months progress, and then they think they could just control you. No, it doesn't work like that. Maybe in the beginning, I didn't have as much, like, I guess, self-love, you could say. And that's why I kind of just kept taking the abuse, and you feel like you're confused because you met one person in the beginning and they were like the best person. They were like, you thought they were your soulmate. You think like, I'm so sassy. I'm, oh my God, that's so funny. That's so funny. The reason I'm watching more of this one than it was the first one is because I feel like there's a lot more knowledge in this second one. Like I said earlier, I learned a lot over the months between these two videos from October 2020 to, I'm sorry, from August 2020 to February 2021. I definitely learned a lot about this stuff, and I want you guys to learn it as well. So, like I said, as the months progress, they start to show another side of them. And it's not cute. It's really not. It's really not cute. They lack empathy. They have no empathy whatsoever. If you're sad, right? Usually, if you're in a relationship or if you have a friendship, if somebody's sad, don't you go and try and make them feel bad? Like, you empathize with them, right? Even if you don't agree with what they're sad about or whatever, you still validate them, right? You still validate their feelings. You still just let them know, like, it's okay to feel that way, right? But all of my issues, right, that I've had, and I'm sure all of your issues, all stems from childhood. As much as you don't want to believe that, some people don't want to believe that, but it's the truth. Yeah. I take psychology right now, and I'm taking developmental psychology. So you learn about how, like, from the ages of one. Listen to this part. It's very important. I think I know where I'm going with this. So you learn about how, like, from the ages of 1 to 7, when you're a kid, like, your brain is literally a sponge, right? So everything that you're around, you're just taking it all in. That's your programming. And let's face it, a lot of our families were not the healthiest. I love my family, don't not get me wrong. I love my mom, I love my dad. They did the best that they can. They did the best that they can. It's just that there's certain things that our parents didn't know that they had to do, or that maybe some of our parents just didn't want to do it. Whatever your case may be, if you came from a really, really toxic home, even if it wasn't so toxic, it's just children need to be validated. So if you're not getting your feelings validated, you're gonna have a lot of internal wounds. And then those internal wounds, as you get older, pretty much you let them take over your whole adulthood, because you're living off of that programming. Okay, so as humans, we are only 95. I'm sorry, we are only 5% conscious. We are 95% subconscious. So as the day goes on, we have millions and millions and millions and millions of thoughts, right? All day. Now, only 5% of those thoughts we control. All the other 95% of those thoughts is our subconscious, is what we were programmed to believe. When you have certain limiting beliefs, right? When you have beliefs that your family taught you, but, like, you don't even know if it's true. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what my point is. Like, it's your environment. That's really what makes you. Yeah, it's your biology too. It's definitely your nature and all that, but it's definitely the nurture part that I think in psychology there's like a big debate. It's called the nature and nurture debate. So the question is, like, what has more of a bigger influence, nature or nurture? Is it your biology, like your genes, your DNA, and all that stuff? Or is it your environment? I personally think it's your environment. Yeah, you could definitely have a lot of personality traits that come through your genetics, but you could also change those genetics through your environment, which is epigenetics. So yeah, it's a lot. We're gonna have fun on this channel. So subscribe, hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. I would. All right. I'll be back. So yeah, that is my videos that there's so many, there's a lot more. This was always my plan for years and years. It's just that I always had a fear and my fear always got in my way. But now I'm finally going through it. I'm doing it. I'm doing the damn thing. So at the end of the day, the best thing you can do for yourself is walk away from anything that diminishes your light. It's not easy, but trust me, it's worth it. I'm living proof that there's life after a toxic relationship, and it's a beautiful life. If you're watching this and you're in a similar situation, just know that you have the power to change your story. But I also want to share something really special with you all, and it's deeply personal. So I'm now in a almost 3-year healthy relationship with a man that I manifested. He is everything I've ever dreamed of and more. We live in a beautiful home together. We have a cat and a dog. We are going on 3 years this September, and healing is possible, and it's an ongoing process. Yes. I can honestly say that we all deserve to be respected and loved. And, I love my partner now more than I ever believed to love another person. Looking back, I truly believe that I endured that relationship to prepare me for the healthy one I have now. I had to confront my own toxic traits and understand why I stayed as long as I did. I'm so happy in my life today, and I want you to all know that you can have this type of relationship too. This love too. I'll be making another video soon on how I manifest this amazing relationship. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching and for joining me on this journey. If this video resonated with you, please like and subscribe and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Remember, growth is a process. Healing takes time, but you're stronger than you know. Until next time, keep growing and take care of yourself. Stay busy working on me. I stay busy working on me. I stay